What if I told you there's a forgotten trick from World War II that could keep your feet warm for weeks, even in the freezing cold? This isn't just some old wives' tale. It's a real technique soldiers used to survive the brutal winters of Europe, and it's a game changer. Stick around, because you're about to learn a piece of history that's as practical today as it was 80 years ago. Welcome back to History's Hidden Tricks, where we uncover the forgotten genius of the past. Today, we're diving into one of the most clever survival hacks from World War II, born out of pure necessity. Imagine being a soldier on the front lines. The ground is frozen solid, your boots are soaked, and a fresh pair of socks is a luxury you can't afford. Frostbite and trench foot aren't just uncomfortable. They're a serious threat that could cost you your limb, or even your life. Soldiers face this reality every single day. Official supplies were often scarce, and getting dry socks to the front was a logistical nightmare. So, they had to get creative. They couldn't stop the cold, and they couldn't always find shelter. The one thing they needed to protect was their feet. Keeping them dry was the #1 priority. But how? This is where the ingenuity of the common soldier shines. They discovered something incredible, a two-part system that created a powerful barrier against moisture and cold. The secret wasn't about having more socks, but about how you used them. And it starts with something you probably have in your home right now, a simple plastic bag. Or back then, they might use oiled silk, wax paper, or any waterproof material they could find. Here's how the lost sock hack works. First, you put on a thin pair of socks. These could be worn, old, even a little damp. This is your base layer. The key is what comes next. You take a waterproof barrier like a bread bag and you put it over your socked foot. You create a waterproof liner right against your skin. Then, you put your second, thicker pair of socks on top of the plastic bag. Finally, you slide your foot into your boot. So, you have sock, plastic, sock, then boot. It sounds simple, right, but the science behind it is brilliant. The inner sock absorbs any sweat from your foot, keeping your skin relatively dry. The plastic bag acts as a vapor barrier. It stops that sweat from reaching your outer sock and boot, preventing them from getting damp from the inside. Crucially, it also stops any external moisture like snow or mud from seeping through your boot and reaching your foot. Your outer sock stays dry, and because dry materials insulate far better than wet ones, it creates a powerful layer of warm air, trapping your body heat right where you need it most. Soldiers who used this method found their feet stayed significantly warmer and drier for days, even weeks, on end. It dramatically reduced cases of trench foot and frostbite, saving countless from misery and amputation. This wasn't some officially issued technique. It was a grassroots solution, passed from soldier to soldier in the trenches and forests of the European theater. It was a testament to human resilience and clever problem-solving under the most extreme pressure. So, why did this brilliant trick get lost to time? As the war ended and society modernized, we became accustomed to better gear. Waterproof boots, moisture-wicking socks, and heated insoles became the norm. We didn't need to improvise anymore. But this piece of history is too valuable to forget. Think about it. For hikers, campers, construction workers, or anyone who faces a sudden power outage in winter, this simple trick could be a lifesaver. All you need are 2 pairs of socks and a plastic bag. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the most effective solutions are the simplest ones, hidden right in our own history. The next time you're facing the cold, remember the ingenuity of those soldiers. It's a trick that kept them fighting, and it just might keep you warm when you need it most. Thanks for joining us on History's Hidden Tricks. If you found this piece of forgotten wisdom as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next dive into the past. Stay curious.